Alright, what is going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another live stream from the Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur YouTube channel. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel and looking to join an awesome community of like-minded individuals looking to achieve financial freedom this year and beyond, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. We'd love to add you to this awesome community of like-minded individuals. And while you're at it, we have a totally free group chat, Discord group chat. If you don't know what Discord is, it's an app you can download on your phone, PC, a laptop, whatever you have going on, and you can chat with us. The link in the description will take you straight to our group where you can sign up. It's super easy, takes a few seconds to do so, and there's about 50 of us in there now, so it's awesome, like I said, just to network with a bunch of like-minded people. How's it going there, Josh? We'll go ahead and check on the stream quality real quick. It looks like we're doing good. Looks like I'm already up a little bit after hours, and yes, I am on Robinhood. You guys know I've been very outspoken on Robinhood when it comes to like options trading, but as of now, I'm slowly getting back into things and whatnot, and I've put some money into my Robinhood account. This is more of like a swing trade. I might do a few day trades here and there, or overnight trades, which we'll kind of be talking about here, but definitely not for options. This is just kind of something I'm going to do for swing trading, like I said, day trading here and there, and then for sure, obviously, long-term investing, because you just can't beat the zero commissions for any type of, if you're not doing options, definitely stick with Robinhood. If you're doing day trading, swing trading, anything like that, I would stick with Robinhood. You're not going to get filled at like the best of best price, but as long as you're doing your technicals and everything right, you'll still save quite a bit when it comes to those commissions. Now, after a certain threshold, it's obviously smarter to go back over to those paid platforms, because you'll get filled at that best price, and every penny counts whenever you're trading with talking thousands of shares, obviously. But for most of us, starting with $500,000, $10,000 or less, essentially most people here, Robinhood's definitely the smart option. So yeah, I did hop into UGAZ. I have a couple shares of UGAZ, and I also have a couple shares of DWT, which I'll talk about here in a second. Apparently, UGAZ is pushing up after hours. It's around 38.90. When we go and look at /NG, it's pulling back just a little bit right now. We can pull in. Obviously, it's the start of a quote-unquote like new trading day, or like the after hours. It had a good little push up to about 288. And now we're pulled back to about 287.5. And what I liked about natural gas overall was when I looked at the 180-day chart, I kind of seen we're around this support right around 287, between like 287, some would even say 286. Let's just call it between 286 and 288 for the overall support. I think if we zoomed in here, we'd see it a little bit better. So you can see we've come down to around like 288, 287 to 288. Let's just call it 287 to 288. Narrow it down, and I saw the natural gas broke all the way down, just under 280, and they saved it. They brought it back up to 281, and I was like, that's interesting. It came up, it pushed up to 292, so look for that to act as a resistance. However, I saw that it built some support today, right around, what was it? If we zoom in here, was it today or sometime this week? Let's look at our one-day chart. Yeah, today overall, I was like, that's kind of strange. I saw it bounce multiple times off of 285. So I was like, I like how it's building a good support at 285. It dipped slightly below 285, but again, they saved it. Early on, it did a little bit of double bottom. You can't really see it there, but like second by second, there was a little tiny double bottom here, and then it started going up. So when I saw that happen, when it pulled back and it bounced off here at right around 286, 286.8, I was like, okay, I like that. I saw that it pulled back, and right before Robinhood closed, I placed an order. I only bought like, I think 2 shares. I mean, nothing big. I'm not trying to take big chunks or anything really. DWT is down a little bit. I'm assuming oil futures are up slightly, because I am taking also a short position on oil. Not a huge position or anything. That one's like $180 or something like that total of my account. Decent size, but like by all means not like a huge not a huge trade by any means. And I'm in that position also, which I'll talk about in a second. But let's just stick with natural gas for now. So then when I came over here to UGAZ, obviously UGAZ trades not exactly tick for tick like /NG, but pretty close. You can pretty much bet as natural gas is going down, UGAZ is going to go down. As natural gas goes up, one can assume that UGAZ is going to go up. So I seen again about the same thing going on with UGAZ. So then, like I said, I went ahead, placed an order pretty much I think within the last like 30 minutes of Robinhood's session, which in my time was 4:30, between 4:30 and 4:45 p.m. Central Time. I wasn't like focused at the RSI or anything. I was just going with the pure technicals, looking at my candlestick chart and what is like my target sell. In all honesty, if this thing can push towards what was it, 40, I think. Let me go ahead and go back out on our 20-day chart and we'll do this. If I remember right, my target sell is like around $40 or $42. So if this thing can get above $40, I'm definitely going to sell, take the profit, and move on. That'd be a quick, what? I got in, I don't know what price I got filled at exactly. Let's see. At 38.82. So I got in right around 38.82. We'll just call it 81, whatever. If I can sell it for around $42 roughly, I'll get about 8 or 9% profit. If I settle for around $40 or just above, you're still talking 4 to 5% profit. So I mean, I saw a little bit there that I liked. I know there's going to be a pretty strong resistance somewhere between 40 and 42, probably closer to like $40, $41. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm betting on for the overnight move. And besides, obviously natural gas has been getting smacked down pretty late. However, we obviously had recently throughout the United States a really cold snap here, over the last 24 to 48 hours. I was actually pretty surprised that natural gas was not up today due to that, but who knows, maybe they're saving that for tomorrow because obviously we have the natural gas report and whatnot as well. I forget what time exactly. It's pretty early on in the trading session. If I remember right, it's like 9:30 Central Time, maybe a little bit later, but somewhere around there. It's some weird time. Pretty early on in the trading session though. So that's going to be pretty interesting to watch. Right now it's at 38.94, so I'm up overall about a quarter. Just hopped up to $39. Right around 39, so I'm already up a little over a quarter on that overall position. Again, nothing major. I know I'm only gonna possibly make a few dollars out of it, but whenever you're trading with smaller portion sizes, again, what do I always stress? Do not stress about the dollars. Just think of it in terms of percentages. I got in at 38.82, so I mean I'm up overall only like 36 cents, but I'm up already almost 0.5% on that position. So that's not too shabby at all. How's natural gas doing anyways? Natural gas is pushed up to 287.7. It's going to be interesting to see if it can break 288 overnight tonight. I think it will. Honestly, I'm expecting, my gut feeling is that I'm going to wake up to around 289, but who knows? It's going to have a little bit of trouble breaking through 288.5. So roughly 288.5, 288 to 288.5. It's going to have a little bit of trouble breaking through that, but I believe it'll do it overnight. And then let's take a look at oil, because I mentioned I'm short term, like probably short term is in probably the next couple of days. I'm looking for a decent little pullback within oil. Obviously oil's been up the last 2 to 4 weeks now, not quite 4 weeks, but the last 2 weeks or so. Looking at our 20-day chart, we hit $44, and then from there is pretty much off to the races up to $54. However, we're starting to get pretty overextended. You can see we're having a little bit of trouble breaking through to like 55. At first we were having a little bit of trouble breaking through to 54, but 55, obviously for some reason with oil, like the $5 segments, just $5 increments are super hard for it to break through for whatever reason. Overall, there is obviously going to be, it's going to find a little bit of support probably between 53 and 54. However, that'll be a pretty good profit for me, because I got in, oil was at like 54.25 or something like that. Obviously I'm not literally short oil. I'm just saying the move I'm betting on, I got in right around like 54.25 or 27, something like that. And if it comes down to where I believe it's going to short term, which is at least around $53, obviously I'm wanting it to go down to about 51, between 51 and 52, somewhere around there. So I can enter either was it UWT or Gush for a long-term play, but I'm pretty much betting on roughly a 3% pullback, 2 to 3% pullback, which for DWT, which is what I'm currently in, would mean, let's go up to like the 20-day or 10-day chart. I got in at 9.16, so I'm down about 80 cents on that position currently, but I got in around like 9.16 or 9.14, something like that. I'm pretty much betting on this moving to the upside. It's going to have quite a bit of resistance right around like 9.70, so that would be where I'd be happy selling, which would be 5 to 6% profit. So I'm not looking at like crazy big profits or anything, but again, it's a short-term play. I'm planning on being in this less than a week. I would like to sell it ideally by Friday afternoon, but we'll see what happens. And obviously DWT is inverse of UWT, which is one that I'm also considering hopping in, a UWT along with Gush, those two. I'm definitely looking at. Gush is down to $12 now, so that'll be kind of interesting to see how that one plays out. Oil's coming down slightly. Last I checked, yeah, it's starting to kind of roll over a bit. But yeah, those two, pretty much I'm watching just the oil futures, natural gas futures. I do believe overall natural gas is going to continue to go up overnight. I'm half tempted to hold it through the inventory report because I feel like it could definitely propel UGAZ a lot higher. To put in perspective what I'm thinking, depending on how the natural gas report actually is, I would not be surprised to see UGAZ I mean, we know how UGAZ, DGAZ, they can just pop depending on how the natural gas report goes. But I would not throw $60 to $62 out of the realm of possibility for tomorrow. At least like short-term pop on the results. I just don't know if I'm willing to hold for that to see if that happens. But there's definitely going to be a little bit of movement tomorrow within the natural gas market. You can put a bet on it. Probably at least a 10% swing, 10 to 20% swing one way or the other. I need to stop drinking soda. Let me check our stream really quick. Let's see, we got 4 of you tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Down a little bit right now thanks to the DWT position being down slightly. How's it going there? How's it going there, Shirley Louise? How's it going? What was I talking about just now? But yeah, pretty much UGAZ, I'm definitely looking at it. 40, my price target to sell. I definitely want to sell this tomorrow. Ideally, I would sell this tomorrow between $40 and $42. That's where I'm planning on selling. That would be very good, decent profit at the minimum. Like we mentioned, I got in at $38.82. If I can get my thing to get to 38, it's close enough. 2 pennies. If I could sell this for like $42, which would be awesome. That's definitely my goal. If I could sell this for around $42, we're talking 8 to 9% profit. If I can sell it, which I will, I would definitely sell it if I need to. If it looks like there's going to be a strong resistance around $40, you're still talking 3 to 4% profit. So, not too bad. And then just to recap with my DWT position, got in at 9.16, currently down just a little bit, 2 cents a share right now. And my target sell is right around 9.75. Again, that'd be a 6.5% profit. So that wouldn't be too bad of a move by any means. And then ideally, I would take the profits and the money and whatnot, and then put a long-term position on either UWT and or Gush, because I do see these going very, very high over the coming months. Like I mentioned with Gush, my price target would be at the minimum $20, $21, with a very long term, as in very long term for me, of course, is like anything over a couple months, with a very long term price target of $30. My target price to get in, honestly, is around $10.50. So if I can get in around, say, right here, $10.63, we're talking about almost doubling our money at that point. And then if we hold all the way to 30 plus, we're talking almost 180, 200% return on our money. over a few months, which I would definitely take. Same thing with UWT. They're going to move pretty much hand in hand with one another. But my target price to get in on UWT would be around $12.65, $12.50, $12.65. I would honestly settle selling this for like around what would I say, $27, $28, maybe even $30 if I really wanted to hold out. But right there, 140% return on your money. And if I hold to where I think it can really go, which is about 40, you're talking 219% return on your money. So I'll probably delegate some money to both of them, not just one or the other. I think UGAZ can go down. Not anytime too soon. No. Take a look at UGAZ. Did you mean, where's DGAS at? DGAS is up to 89 now. So yeah, you were talking about UGAZ. I don't see UGAZ going to like 20s anytime soon. I think that'll be spring, summertime possibly. But where are we at right now? 180 day. So yeah, that's the one I want to be on. Yeah, $22. That'd be a far drop. I mean, you're talking. I mean, we're at 39 flat right now. Honestly, I see UGAZ going up short term more than anything. But let's just say we're at 38.70, even though we're at 39. I mean, you're talking a 46% roughly, 45 to 50% drop essentially. So I wouldn't really count on that. It's going to be a long while. If it even reaches that low, it's going to be probably within the next, like, I would say 4 months maybe. But is it possible? Of course. I mean, we saw DGAS. I mean, it came all the way down before they did the split. I mean, it came down all the way to, what was it, like something crazy, like $3 or $7, something like that. So, I mean, it could definitely happen to UGAS. You never know. But I don't know. I don't know if 20s are something that I'd really count on. Maybe low 30s, like 32, maybe 32. Yeah, that would be definitely realistic. 30 to 32, but 22. Like I said, I mean, it could. I mean, 46% drop. You're probably looking at, pull up /NG. You're probably looking at natural gas making some really, I mean, you're talking 2.4, 2.5 on natural gas, which, I mean, is that possible? Obviously, we've seen 2.5 within the last year, but that was way back. That was actually February, so that was last year. I just don't see natural gas dropping all the way to 2.5 this February. If I remember right, we had a pretty warm winter last year, didn't we? So that also didn't really help natural gas prices. But I think it's going to be at least April before we see around 2.5 to 2.6 for natural gas. Right now, it's currently at 287.5. I think, like I said, I think tomorrow we're going to wake up to in between 288 and 289. That's my gut feel on it, but we're talking tomorrow. Not anything too far out yet on natural gas. Natural gas is definitely the one it just moves a lot sporadically, I guess I would say, than oil. Oil, it's almost predictable. I mean, all the talking heads like on CNBC and whatnot were acting just shocked when oil broke down. I won't lie, I was surprised to see that it broke $45, $50. Once it continued to just sink from 50, I was pretty shocked. But I knew it wasn't like going to go under 40 or anything like that. It's been such a long time since we've gone under like $40. It's nuts. Like, we look at our 3-year chart. We were talking about this the other night. We saw that it got saved right around 42.50, like three to 5 times within the last 3 years. So I was like, if we go under 42, we're dropping way down, like 20s or 30s on oil, which I just didn't see happening. But I just love how they act. I mean, it was a huge drop. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's been a while since we had a big drop like this. But, I mean, we see it every year. We see big drops in oil every single year. And it usually happens quick. Now, this one obviously took a while. It was like, what, 2 or 3 months of oil just dropping. I mean, you see every single week. This is a weekly chart. It was dropping every single week for about 2 to 3 months. Where usually, I mean, our drops are 2 weeks, 1 week. A month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, that usually happens within a month, where this one was more drug out. But, I mean, no one should be shocked that oil long term is probably going to reach $65 to $75 sometime this year, probably. I'm going on the record to pretty much say I don't think we're going to hit 75 again this year, but I do think we're definitely going to hit that $65 to $70 per barrel price again. sometime this year. There's a lot of people that say 75 to 80, but those are the same people that were saying 90 to 100 last summer. But I do think a short-term little pullback to around between $50 to $52 is in store. I'm not going to hold DWT that long to figure out, but if or when oil drops down to around 53 bucks, which I definitely think it's going to, that is when I'm going to sell out of my DWT position. That you can see right there is actually up now, apparently. Let's take a look. Or no, it's not. It's at 9.12, so it's down a couple cents still. And of course, I definitely suggest you guys take advantage of your flexible grids. Definitely get that set up with any stocks, ETFs, futures, anything like that that you're looking at watching. But yeah, that's, if we don't have any questions or anything, we got 5 of you tuning in. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream so far. If you did, definitely make sure, if you have, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And definitely, if you haven't already, definitely start hitting that subscribe button below. We'd love to add you to this awesome community of like-minded individuals. And like I said, check out our group chat too. It's down in the description box. It's super easy. If you have a smartphone, pretty much anybody can join. You just click that link. It'll take you right to Discord. You can download Discord, the Discord app, click the link, and then literally within 1 minute you'll be in the group. I should have longer. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on just to kind of do a quick stream because I was pretty excited just to get back into like actually investing, trading, all that stuff. It's been at least a month now since I've actually submitted a trade, probably almost 2 months actually. It's been at least a month though since I've submitted any kind of trade. I've had some health issues right around the holidays, awesome, right? That was going on, keeping me from trading. Had a horrible trade go wrong that I had to just kind of take a step back from trading and kind of reevaluate how I was trading, risk management, all that good stuff, which is why I'm taking a lot smaller portion sizes. I'm not doing options currently. I might do options again in the long-term future, but for now I'm kind of just swing trading, trying to make my money multiply. So then, of course, can make this a full-time income, hopefully within the next year, of course, because I'm definitely going to be making enough money where I can put a lot of money into my trading account. So it's the goal, but I just wanted to hop on this stream just to kind of just show everyone kind of what I was thinking, why I think oil's going to pull back a little bit over the next few days. It might take longer than I expect, but I definitely think oil's going to retrace to about, at the minimum, $52 to $53. I mean, there's a lot of people that are saying 50. I was thinking 50 at first, but the last 2 days it kind of made me reconsider. 55 is still a really strong resistance. I look for us to maybe even retest it overnight or into tomorrow maybe. We might test 55, might even go above it a little bit, but I think we're going to get rejected again, come back down to sub 53, and then I'll cash out on DWT, and then probably hop into Gush or UWT. And then with UGAZ, like I said, I think natural gas, I think a lot of people can kind of see what I mean with natural gas. Oh, I'm on UGAZ. Why is it not typing? Natural gas. I think a lot of people can kind of see what I mean. Set it up a good support right around 285 and a half. Obviously we went up below it briefly, and then the rest is history. Still pretty bullish overall. Bullish chart on our 1 day chart, and then when we pull up our 180 day, I still see that right around 3 is just going to be a crazy resistance, but I don't plan on holding it long enough to see 3. I would just like to see 290, maybe within the next 24 hours, possibly. That'd be a pretty big move though, so I don't know about that. How big would a 290 move be? Let's see here. It was at 287 and a half essentially. If I can get close to that. If I can, close enough. So to see what did I say, 290, I think. So to see at 290, we would have to see roughly, I guess that's definitely doable. That's only a 1% jump in natural gas. So, I mean, that's definitely doable. But that will be probably my exit strategy. If I can figure out how to delete. There we go. But we shall see. That will definitely produce a little bit of money for me and profits. 57.5 on oil. It depends when, because we're gonna have a little bit of trouble breaking above 55. Like I said, the fives are always, for some reason with oil, just over the last however many years that I've been following oil, since I was like 15 years old. The fives are just crazy supports and resistances. Once you break them, you're going to fall a couple more dollars, and once you actually break above them and hold above them, then it's on up to the next five. But 55 is definitely going to be a pretty strong resistance. Looking at our 180-day chart, though, let's see, 57.50. Yeah, that would probably be the next resistance, in all honesty. Looking right here, whenever we broke down all the way, like I said, $55, strong support right there. See it right there? Let's just zoom in. See right there, 55 was a strong support right here. For how many days? For about 3 days. 55 was the support over and over and over. We broke above it. We tried to reach right around 58. Bam, got rejected. Tried to push up again, got rejected. Tried one more time, and then bam, we broke all the way down to $52. So I think, like I said, once we actually break and hold above 55 for a day or two, then yeah, 57.50 will be possible. It's just when, right? It's just a waiting game at the end of the day. I think by possibly the end of February, yeah, for sure, above $57 to $58. But anytime like within the next week, possible. I mean, we've seen some crazy swings with oil, obviously, just in the last month. I mean, oil's already made, let's see, when do we hit this low? This was on right around Christmas Eve. This was Christmas Eve, actually. Christmas Eve, we hit the low, 42.36. So literally in just over a month, oil's gone up $12, which over $12 actually. So you're talking roughly a 28 to 29% move in oil to the upside in just over a month. So I mean, anything's possible with oil. I am long-term bullish, but like I said, I think we're definitely going to have this little flag right there build. But we shall see. And then, honestly, I think it's off to the races, obviously, because by then we're talking February, which tends to be the turning point in oil. I thought, in all honesty, oil would continue to drop. I saw we had some resistance here right around, 45? Like I said, those fives. We saw some resistance around 45, and I saw us go to the downside. I was like, if it breaks 44, we're going to make a new low. I thought we were, because it was just starting, it was the beginning of January, and I was like, we're going to keep falling. But then out of nowhere, bam, we saw, I think it was some news with inventory, if I remember right, to start the new year, that shot this up pretty high, came back down a little, but still, it's just kind of been off to the races ever since. But yes, long-term oil, like I said, super bullish. Long-term, I would say, if I was a betting man, I would say by June, we're probably at 65, and by end of summer, we're probably talking 70. $65 to $70 is my range that I'm betting on oil for this summer. Not good for gas prices, of course. You're looking at gas prices probably nationwide, average of, what, $2.50 probably, a nationwide average of $2.50 a gallon. Obviously depends on where you live. My Texas, at least Dallas area, we tend to go pretty much right in line with the national average, sometimes a little bit below, but you're talking probably $2.49 national average to $2.69 over summer. Still not bad by any means. I love how people like to freak out when gas goes above $2. It's like, I remember when I first started driving in 2013 when gas was like $3.79 a gallon, so like $2.69. I mean, yeah, it sucks because you get used to paying $15, $20 to fill up your car, but I mean, it goes up to like $25. I mean, if you can't afford $5 more in gas, you might want to reevaluate life a little bit. But on that note, I'll go ahead and wrap the stream up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, I cannot thank you guys enough. Wow, we got 5 of you tuning in. It's awesome stuff. Like I said, if you haven't already, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. We'd love to have you, add you to this awesome community, like-minded individuals. I try to go live every day. I try to go live as much as I can, especially throughout the winter because I'm off work pretty early. Today I got home like at 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I was getting my Robin Hood stuff together, making a few moves after hours. But yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, watching the videos and streams and everything. Oh, sure thing, Shirley, and welcome. Hope to see you in many streams to come. Like I said, we got tons of videos. I mean, we're pushing 300 videos now. I have playlists for not just the stock market, also little side gigs like selling on Amazon, selling on eBay, any way to make money online, essentially. That's what we're all about here. It's all about the financial freedom, getting your life back, getting your freedom back, all that good stuff. So thanks again, everyone. Hopefully you guys had a good Wednesday. We're over the hump. Thursday, tomorrow's Thursday, and then we're off to Friday. I work Saturday. That sucks, but it's all about the money, right? But until next time, guys, keep on going out there making those profits, covering your profits, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I'll see you guys maybe again, probably again tomorrow for another live stream. Take it easy, guys.